What's up, everybody? I'm doing the top 10 worst video games console. Whatever that is. That looks like a doggone VCR slash DVD player slash whatever that is. It's really weird and ugly. So let's do this top 10 worst video game console. Let's get this party started.
They can't all be winners. Welcome to
What the heck
WatchMojo.com,
is
and today we're
that?
counting down the top 10 worst video game consoles. For the purposes of this list, we'll be talking specifically about hardware blunders. The Xbox 360's Red Ring of Death has been covered, to death, but the 360 was popular and successful despite these flaws. Nothing you're going to see on this list came close to that.
Are we gonna see the games or what? Show me!
Number 10, the Magnavox Odyssey. Capable of incredibly primitive graphics consisting of squares.
What
This
the
1975 system was best known for Pong and the gimmick of placing a plastic.
What kind of game system is that? That looks like boring. That's like whack and boring. Why is it a picture of squares? Why are you playing with that with squares? Pictures of video game with squares? That's stupid. What in the world? Who wants to play this game? I don't want to play that game system. I would not buy that because it's stupid and boring.
Overlay over your television. Capable of only creating squares, scorekeeping was up to you. With everyone believing that it only worked with Magnavox televisions, Atari swept in to claim the market.
Sorry about that.
This
one of those
ancient system
itches.
would be higher on our list, but we're cutting it some slack for its age.
Odyssey, a new dimension for your television, now at your Magnavox dealer.
Odyssey, that console sucks. That is the most worst game system that you guys can even think of. From Magnavox. Boring.
He's listed in the yellow pages.
Number 9, Gizmondo. Released in 2005 and on the market for only
What
a single
in the
year, this
world?
phone console flirted with two things gamers hate: a high price and advertisements. Selling for $400, gamers could choose to pick up.
What the heck is that? A robot with a recording player? What is this? Some like a type of music video with the walkie-talkie slash what is it? Slash music radio? Like a robot? Whatever that is. Sucks.
$2.99 version, which forced them to watch so-called smart ads. That's right, you'd be forced to watch advertisements to subsidize the cost. With only 8 games released, it fell hard.
They really did. What the heck?
Number 8, Laser Active. Released in 1993 and discontinued in 95, this multi-platform console put all of its eggs in the Laserdisc basket.
What the heck
Yeah,
is
I've
that?
never seen one of those either.
Holy
On
crap.
top of that, the system couldn't play certain games without a boatload of expensive extras in the form of 3 added modules, bringing the total retail cost to a whopping $2,500.
Heck?
Yeah, you heard me.
What's that?
All that for graphics that were merely on par with other systems and no game.
This is the most stupid, corny game system I've ever seen in my life. What is this? A big old VCR? Who knows about these game systems? Raise your hand, comment down below. I don't, because these dumb suck.
To play on it equaled a lot of fail.
未体験と遊ぶ。それがレーザーアクティブ。
Number 7, Pippin.
One of the arguments over the future of home computing is, will we add computing power to our television sets, or will we add TV capability to our personal computers? Apple is betting that the TV will be the preferred viewing device with a new approach to home computing called Pippin.
Are you a die-hard Apple fan hoping that they will release a home console? Well, it turns out that they've been there and done that. In fact, Apple collaborated with Bandai to bring this to the US market in 1996.
Bad idea, Apple. Why would you invent this console? This console sucks and is stupid and boring. Whatever that is.
A market already dominated by Nintendo. Souring the deal further was a $600 price tag. What would justify such a price? Well, features like a web browser, which they didn't even think was going to be a hit.
Wow, for a small box, it sure does a lot.
Number 6, 3DO Interactive Multiplayer.
Presenting 3DO, the most advanced home gaming system in the universe. It's time to put away your toys.
This 1994 console not
What
only
the
distanced
heck?
itself from the idea of fun, but
24
also
years
retained
old.
its staggering
What in the world
$700
is
retail
this?
price until the bitter end. And bitter it was. CD-ROMs with interactive movies were just too primitive. All in-game action was based on time prompts instead of actual gameplay. Fail.
Cool. The real 3DO system from Panasonic.
Wow.
Number 5, Atari Jaguar. Back in 1993, the console wars seemed to have devolved into a pissing contest about who had the most bits and bytes.
Why would I buy a 32-bit system for $300 when I can get a 64-bit Jaguar system?
What in the world? It's like, these are the worst game system I've ever seen. It's boring. This doesn't seem to me amaze me at all.
For $149.
Focusing more on math than making games, Atari unleashed their supposedly 64-bit system under the "Do the Math" slogan in a marketing campaign that depicted gamers as morons in the process. Doesn't that make you want to buy?
Can you repeat the question?
Hurt by a lack of software, it failed hard and took the legendary company down with them. Oh yeah, and its controller had way too many buttons. Number 4, 32X and Sega CD.
What the heck is that?
Out of respect for the underdog Sega Dreamcast, we've decided to blame its failure entirely on these two add-ons. Codenamed Project Mars, these pieces of Frankenstein gaming were released between 92 and 94
What
to
the
extend the
heck
life
is
of the
that?
aging 16-bit Genesis hardware.
Oh
Poor
my
man's entry
gosh.
into the 32-bit era, these expansions ended up creating a beast of a console that didn't perform, costing Sega lots of admiration and tripping them up before the 64-bit race could ever begin.
Pretend it's a game.
Number 3, N-Gage. Get out and play. Well, that was the slogan for this phone console released back in 2003 to tackle the Game Boy Advance, long before anyone ever started rocking smartphones. Resembling some sort of space taco, this one failed in large part to being a phone first and gaming device second. It was unappealing as both, with its tiny screen and minuscule library of games. The final fail was that you could only switch games by taking off the cover and battery. Do you know anyone that bought one? I didn't think
No.
so.
I never bought it, never will. Sucks.
Number 2, Philips CDI. This 1991 monstrosity was the result of the perceived desire for a CD-based device with computer-like abilities. If you're thinking PlayStation, think again. Try educational content. In terms of games, it featured absolutely unplayable third-party licensed titles featuring Nintendo mascots. It was quickly outdone by existing consoles and the emerging internet, and was likewise betrayed by its lackluster content, unusable controllers, and ludicrous intro price of $700. Oh, Philips, Phil
$700
Hartman,
for
and
that game system?
we still don't get it.
Trust me, Dave. I know about this.
They want $700 for a game system that was worth of garbage. That sucks and it's stupid. Why would you want to spend that much money on that game, those consoles like that? That's a ripoff.
CDI stuff.
Number 1, Virtual Boy.
バーチャルボーイ
Taking the top dishonor
What
is this
the-
piece of collectible tech with a
Virtual
concept
Boy.
far ahead of its time. Released in 1995, Nintendo's pursuit of the third dimension meant
That
sacrificing
sucks.
such basic things as color, non-wireframe 3D graphics, and a proper game library. With gamers forced to
The
submerge
very
themselves into a
first
headgear-bound
VR.
world of red monochrome, strained eyes, and a stiff neck were all that gamers were ever left with.
バーチャルボーイ販売店でぜひお試しください
Agree with our list? Do you have a dent in your bank account from any of these disasters? For more entertaining top 10s, be sure to
Nah.
subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
That's all for now. I'm Rich Quattrone, and for all of us here at Zoom, bye-bye.
So guys, if you guys love this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bells on, and thanks for watching this YouTube video. Thank you guys. So these were the top 10 worst video consoles ever. Whoever you guys had this video, comment these video games like this, comment down below. Because I sure the heck did not have this stupid video game systems. Mine was Atari. That was the best game system I ever had in my life. me and my dad always play those game systems. So guys, if you guys love this video, comment down below and hit the subscribe button. Thanks guys.